is going on, guys? It's your boy, you know me, you love me, the young DC Immortality. Outside of Sad Boy Hours, despite this atrocious win rate, I only won 1 in 6 fights. That's terrible. But it's because, first of all, I was getting used to this deck. Second of all, I was using a deck that I'm not really supposed to be using in the exhibition. So we're gonna blaze through all 6 of these matches because I'm gonna just speed it up because most of the time I'm just reading my own cards, trying to figure out how to optimally play this deck. Now, reasonably, I could, do some finagling and add some of my ultimate Xyz monsters in there, because I have quite a bit of good Xyz monsters. I am a sweat, and so I do have Zeus, alright? I have Zeus already ready to go. I have Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon. I got a lot of Xyz monsters. I even got Access Code Talker for a deck coming in the future. But, look. None of that is ready yet. So, I don't want to use them outside of the decks that they're meant for. So, I was trying to conquer ranks with this specific deck. So, yeah. Cut me some slack there. Sorry, there's going to be a little jolt in the video because even though I just recorded the last video, I somehow forgot that I needed to do 10 push-ups and sit-ups. So, I just went and did that. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, we're going to get into this match. So, I'm using my favorite Egyptian god. I was talking in the Discord with the young homie Ty about this. Most loyal viewer, thank you so much, my boy. I really appreciate it. But this is my favorite god card. And this deck is, well, it's not invincible when you're trying to play against Pendulum and such. My normal playstyle isn't applicable here solely for my playstyle is usually controlling the field and stopping special summons and such. He made it so my card couldn't attack, which I completely misread the card because I figured that what it meant was I couldn't attack that turn. So the Cyber Dragon ends up staying on the field for a lot longer than he should. So he just ends up overstaying his welcome. I switch all to defense mode, and I don't attack because I'm waiting to summon the card that I want. And as you can see, my favorite god card is none other than Obelisk, the Tormentor. But yeah, I busted out Obelisk here because, yeah, and I love that sound for Egyptian god cards when they destroy something. Now, what I didn't do was destroy her like I should have. Because I was like, oh, he's just gonna summon another Blue Eyes. I should have destroyed her so he couldn't summon a Blue Eyes in the first place. But if I would have noticed that the Cyber Dragon couldn't attack, I would have won this match. Like, I didn't notice that he couldn't attack, period. And here I finally get the wise guy idea to destroy it. But I'm like, well, at this point I should have just destroyed a Blue Eyes. And I was also waiting to draw Fist of Fate because I could have cleared his back row. And I also misread that card. Because I believe that card can only attack attached to effect monsters, or something like that. And I get Soul Crossing here, so I could literally Kaiju if I want to, but I need him to have 3 monsters on the field. Which I didn't know Soul Crossing allowed me to sacrifice solely my opponent's monsters. I always thought that I had to sacrifice monsters myself as well. And that's not the case. You can just sacrifice your opponent's monsters too. Like all of your opponent's monsters while keeping your monsters on the field. So yeah, I didn't know that, and I learned that kind of the hard way. But yeah, so I'm using a nimble kind of I'm using a nimble engine for like the nimble animals solely because like it's easy to get a lot of them onto the field. So that's why I was doing that. Plus, those that just went to the graveyard, they all give me 1,000 life points back every time I start, dying. I Monster Reborn Obelisk. And I forgot that if you special summon Obelisk, he ends up being destroyed by the end of your turn. I forgot that was a thing. So I lose here because of my forgetting that was a thing. So yeah, he pretty much just bodies me here because I forgot Obelisk can't just be special summoned. He has to be normal summoned to stay on the field. Plus, because I cleared his board, I couldn't do anything. The better play that actually would have won me the battle here, the duel, would have been to Ra's Disciple, because I could have put 3 on the field, got rid of my other monsters that I had on the field, and then after I did that, I wouldn't have to attack with Obelisk, and I could attack with the 2 to 3 Ra's Disciples, and I think it wouldn't have brought him to death, but it would have brought him close enough. So yeah. And I'm pretty sure the one duel that I win is because the dude's, he scoops, aka surrenders, because I just start making some really good plays. But by the time I finally win a match, it's like I already know how the deck works. And so like you guys are pretty much just seeing my practice process. Because like these were the first times I had ever taken this duel into combat. Like I didn't know what I was doing at all. Like I was just doing my best to try to be out here doing stuff. And then I do that, and then use all of them to bring out Obelisk that's on site. I didn't read what the card did. So that pretty much leads to my downfall because I didn't read his card. Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players not reading cards. Such a huge stereotype, but like it's true. I didn't read what his card did. And because of that, I misplayed severely, which allowed my Obelisk to be destroyed. If I would have read the card properly, I wouldn't have lost my Obelisk there. And so at this point, I was just trying to do as much damage as possible, solely for the fact of this isn't an Xyz deck. Like it's not an Xyz based deck, and I just wanted to try my limits. So that's precisely what I was doing. I was just trying my limits with this Xyz or non-Xyz deck, not meant for this festival, just, you know, throwing hands a god. And I would use like the other god cards, because like I have other god decks ready, but Egyptian God Slime is banned, and so I don't want to like make the deck without Egyptian God Slime and then forget to put in Egyptian God Slime later. And right here is like he just severely overkilled for no real reason, or at least he tried to. And I do heal. Like, I heal all of that back, but this is pretty much GG's because I don't have Soul Crossing. If I had Soul Crossing with Obelisk, like, if my hand would have been Soul Crossing plus, and then drawing Obelisk, so if I had Soul Crossing instead of my, yeah, I have this Xyz card as part of one of the decks that I'm, like, building, but, like, he goes for severe overkill here. Like, he is doing severe overkill. But if I had Soul Crossing instead of that Cyber Dragon, I could have just cleared his field. Or at least I would have cleared the most powerful monsters on his field and then attacked with Obelisk. Which would have let me, like, win that duel. Or at least, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but, like, I think I would have won that duel if I had that specific play. Now, I am, like, grinding the Xyz Festival because I want all the free gems, plus I still want to finish my Utopia deck, which is one of the few decks that I have revealed that are coming. Also, right here, I misplay at the very end. But I want to bring out Utopia at absolute max power, but because of the engine that I'm using for Utopia, because it's not a pure Utopia engine, I can't use it yet because I need the Anomana cards, and because I need those cards, yeah, he like takes away so I don't get another 1,000 life points. And then he proceeds to attack a card that he knows is going to give me 1,000 life points, but he does destroy the other one, which is good for him. And then I just go into turtle mode here because like I'm trying to outlast him. I also misplayed here. I only popped that because I thought it was going to destroy his card, and it did not. So, yeah. Now here is a huge misplay because I think I play a Ra's Disciple, but it gets negated soon. Or I think it's either that or I just didn't play Ra's Disciple when I should have because that would have kept me alive longer. But like, yeah, he has a full board. If I would have played Ra's Disciple, I would have been fine. But I'm pretty sure this is death right here. because he's just running a pure Dark Magician engine. Brought out Ebon, and I'm like, he brought out double Ebon. Oh yeah, he could have killed me. He could have killed me that turn, but because he summoned all those extra cards, he couldn't. And if I would have put out my 3 Ra's Disciples, I would have been fine. But I didn't do that. Or I could have like special summoned his Dark Magician from the graveyard, but oh well. This one lasted 20 turns and I actually win. And I think it's because like he got super mad because this one was a surrender. I remember this. Because this was actually last night when I was playing. I'm pretty sure he surrenders because not only did I bust out Obelisk, and I believe he destroys Obelisk. And yeah, with this setup, I thought he was playing Eldritch without Eldritch because Eldritch is currently banned in the Xyz tournament or the Xyz festival. And I'm like, why does he have so many trap cards? But he's playing Dark Magician, believe it or no. Is this the guy doing Dark Magician? Or do I not have that dual save? Because I've won in the Xyz festival twice so far. One guy was playing Dark Magician, and then I think this was the other guy I won against. So I'll actually look in my matches to see if I still have that. But there was a guy who was playing Dark Magician, and then I summoned his Dark Magician to my side with Monster Reborn, and then he quit. Like, he quit, and I was just like, bro, what? And I have 2 Soul Crossing. Yeah, this was the match that I learned that I could use Soul Crossing on my opponent's monsters exclusively, pretty much. And right here, I just didn't care what he did solely because, like, I have a second Soul Crossing. Plus, that didn't stop me from summoning my monster, and you can only destroy 2 of them. And if you destroy 2 of them, I'm getting life points back, or I'm drawing cards. Or both, but Supply Squad only works once per turn, so I put a second one out. I'm pretty sure he destroys the card here, right? Or does he summon something? Oh, no. So I put down a double summon to try to get, like, stuff out of my hand. Get some more life points back. Double Supply Squad, so, you know, I just pot of greeted. And I healed myself up to 1,200 life points. Yeah, I really have to look to the other guy, because there was a guy playing Dark Magician and I won against him. But I ran out of... Yeah! He had to be my last match because I ran out of... what's it called? Oh yeah, and right here I was trying to stop him from destroying my Cyber Dragon, but then I activated Soul Crossing, which gave us a 4 chain. If he would have had another card, we would have went all the way to what's it called? He still got damage, but I didn't really care at this point. Ra's Disciple comes out. He summons something and he flips Ra's Disciple in the face down defense position, I believe, right? Yeah, but like, I have Obelisk on the field, so I just destroy his monster. I really hope that other replay is still saved, because I want that. But yeah, boom, all my Ra's Disciples are now on the field. I think he destroys that one, my shiny one, I think. Right? Is that what happens? Oh no, he left him with attack. Oh yeah, and he negated its effect, which allowed me to bring out my Cyber Dragon. So I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna slap you up, and I'm gonna make it more painful, so I can be like Fist of Fate and just send him to the Shadow Realm. And I was geeking when I sent him to the Shadow Realm. Like, I believe my roommate was in the room too. And he probably wasn't paying attention to me, but like, I was being extra because I'm like, I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm one way or another. So I think my win rate was 2-7. Yeah, it had to be 2-7 because I won another match. It was my very last match on, and I couldn't save it, which is why it was the last match that I had on, because I hadn't recorded these videos yet. And then this one I make a severe misplay because I misread what Brain Control does. I thought Brain Control allowed you to target one monster, and he's playing Phantom Knights. I thought that it allowed you to target one monster that can be normal or special summoned /set. I know that it was only that can be normal summon. So like I was trying to use it on the Exceed Dragon and Phantom Knights of Breaksword, but it wasn't working. And I was super confused about why it wouldn't work. So like I put it on the field because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use this to body you. And then it never procs. So like this was a quick match because I didn't know that my card didn't work that way. So that was an extreme like misplay for me because I didn't read correctly my own card. And this video is going by much faster, and I think it's because like even though there's more matches I'm doing, it's super sped up. Which is how I might do like post-commentary videos in the future. Like if I have that urge to play Master Duel off camera, I'll just play a ton of matches until my replay thing is full, and then just do all the matches in one video. Now this guy beats me. I finally got Fist of Fate, but I don't think I draw Obelisk. I think this is the only time that I have Fist of Fate and I don't draw Obelisk. Yeah, I get Soul Crossing and everything, but I don't draw Obelisk, and he only wins this duel. Or no, I get Obelisk. He only wins this duel because of this card right here. He made sure that this is pretty much Vanity's Fiend on steroids. Because it limits your opponent to the same amount of monsters that you have. And because of this, I can never Soul Crossing him. And I think he negates my gaining life points right here, right? But he doesn't negate my Supply Squad. Yeah, he negates me getting life points, but Supply Squad still goes off. But yeah, it's GG's here because he just summons out an OTK. Because since he went first, he was able to set that up. And because he was able to set that up, even if he would have went second, I'm pretty sure he still would have won because it destroys the extra cards. Also, this is the only Pendulum deck that I think I might actually play because I think this card looks super savage. Like, I think the art for that monster is really cool. So, this is the only Pendulum deck that I'm considering playing for my one Pendulum deck. And because I went so fast, I'm going to make a cut right here as I go to try to hope and pray that the final match that I actually won is here. So, I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So, I think because we have I've saved a lot of time, I'll just let this match play out in its entirety without speeding it up. But yeah, I won this, so I'm 2-7. Alright, I'm not 1-6, I'm 2-7. Which I don't think there's much of a percentage difference between that. Let me do some calculations real quick, and I'll put it up on the screen as well. Let's see, 1-6 matches puts me at a 33% win rate. And this, but a 2-7. Oh, nope, that puts me at a lower win rate. That only puts me at a 28.57 win rate instead of a 33% win rate. But yeah, this guy's playing Dark Magician. I draw Obelisk in the first hand, but I don't want to overplay my hand just in case, you know, he bodies me. Because, like, I was learning to not overplay my hand because I just wanted to do the combos. But Eternal Soul's here, and I'm just like, say less. Eternal Soul is going to meet my Harpy's Feather Duster, and then I'm going to clear your board. Because my whole goal here was to hopefully draw, like, double summon. So then I could Raw's Disciple, Feather Duster, and then bring out Obelisk. That was my goal. Or to get, like, Soul Crossing or something on the field. So then, like, I just had an invincible boss monster. So, yeah. That was my goal. And I'm out here taking damage, you know. It is what it is. But I'm like, alright, let me summon out the Cyber Dragon first, because that's a special summon. Bring out all three of my Raw's Disciples. He Ash Blossoms me here, and I'm like, alright, bet. Because he Ash Blossomed me, I was like, say less, I'm clearing your board. Because I was weary of him having a negate, and I was right. He Ash Blossomed me, which would have been bad if he did it on the Feather Duster. And then I just attack him. And I wait to use Monster Reborn until next turn. Because I remember trying to use Monster Reborn one time and I couldn't Monster Reborn an enemy monster. And so I'm like, alright, cool. I'm going to wait to use Monster Reborn until my next turn so that I can bring his own Dark Magician to my side of the field. And he discards his own Harpy's Feather Duster, so that makes me even happier I didn't set the card. And now right here I'm thinking, okay, I can either Monster Reborn my Raw Disciple, or oh, and Brain Control, I use it the right way this time, bring his monster to me. But instead of bringing out Raw's Disciple, I bring over his Dark Magician, and then he quits promptly. Yeah. As soon as I pick his Dark Magician, he is like, I give up. So yeah. I have a 28% win rate in Exhibition right now. So that was all the matches that I've had so far. Oh wait, I had one more match. I don't remember this match. Oh, I think this was the very, very, very first time I used this deck. I think that was the very first time, but I was like sleepy, and that's probably why I didn't save it. Because I started playing Master Duel like yesterday, right after I had woken up from a nap, because I was so tired. I've been really tired recently as well, which worries me. But oh well. I double summon here to bring out Obelisk. Oh yeah. So this is what taught me to not overplay my hand. Because I got Lightning Storm. And it aggravated me, because I should have summoned him in the defense position. And then he would have only destroyed those cards. But yeah. But he's playing a Ruin and Demise deck. And the only reason I knew it was Ruin and Demise before I even saw the card was I just... it was whatever that first card he played was. Like the very, very first card after Lightning Storm. Oh my god. Oh, and I scooped here. But that very first card that he played, I was like, oh, I lose here because it's a Ruin and Demise. But yeah, as you can see, I'm at 1250 in the Exceeds Festival. I'm going to get to 20,000 to get all the rewards. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for Young Boy DC Immortality to help the Immortal Army grow and thrive, to also help my sanity, you know, make me feel better while recording these videos, make me feel better about my atrocious love life, and pray that my body starts to heal a lot faster, because I have to do 50 push-ups and sit-ups after this video that I'm not looking forward to because I lost 5 times. But that's besides the point. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.